Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm. Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Acacia Courtney. We have 11 races on the card today, including the 49er Stakes. So let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The track is fast and the turf is firm with the highs in the mid-90s. Race number 1 is a mile and a 16th on the turf, a claiming race, and the purse is $17,000 for 3-year-olds and up.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the outside, Bakit begins nicely. I'm Just Super moves up and splitting horses. 2 Jacks Wild emerges to land ahead in front. India Naughty comes away now to be second from Bakit, who's situated third. On hold fourth is Zane in front of Angel C in fifth, and Pep the Champ moving between horses. At the rail, I'm Just Super, then it's One Ad. The two at the back are Starship Verdict and Imagine That Mom. They run around the first turn, and it's 2 Jacks Wild and John Cruz controlling the tempo here. They lead it by a length and a half. India Naughty second, Bakit third. Tucked in fourth is Zane, a length better than Pep the Champ, who improves while a bit wide through the initial stages now. In between horses, it's Angel C, then I'm Just Super. One Ad is next. It's a stretch of 3 to the 2 at the back, Starship Verdict, and Imagine That Mom. 25-2 for a casual opening quarter speed, and the rest of the rivals leaving 2 Jacks Wild alone up top. He leads it by 3. India Naughty second, Bakit on his outside. Then Zane fourth. He'll need room. From fifth is Pep the Champ. Between horses, Angel C. Back to the inside, I'm Just Super. Trying to get underway is Imagine That Mom and Starship Verdict. And One Ad is now last. Around the far turn, they carved a half mile in 49-1, and they swing to the far turn and move to the top of the stretch. Working in front, 2 Jacks Wild, India Naughty and Bakit second and third. They're ratcheting up the pressure. Off cover fourth is Zane. Then it's a gap of 2 to I'm Just Super and Starship Verdict, and they run to the top of the stretch. India Naughty has the lead. 2 Jacks Wild tries to fight back second. 3 better than Bakit and I'm Just Super up the rail and Starship Verdict. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Tough on the inside. 2 Jacks Wild maintains the lead. India Naughty takes another crack at him, and Bakit's on the outside to the wire. 2 Jacks Wild. 2 Jacks Wild won it from India Naughty second, then Bakit third, and 142-4.
Number 5, 2 Jacks Wild takes them wire to wire in the opener. John Cruz in the saddle, owned and trained by Dennis J. Manning. The second race is 5 furlongs on the main track, maiden claiming, and the purse is $21,000 for the 2-year-olds. Scratch the number 5, Tom Liz.
And they're off. RR Red was off slowly. Mechanic's Finest and Papacho, the first 2 out. Moving up on the outside is He's a Pleasant Spark to be third. From fourth is the first-timer Sonido. Then down to the inside, Dominic Stream. Followed by the Gift from Haven, and RR Red is last of all as they run to the far turn. Papacho hounded on the outside by Mechanic's First, who's turning up the pressure to take the lead. Racing in third is Sonido under Lionel Reyes, 2.5 off the top. Then it's He's a Pleasant Spark. Stretch of another 2 to Dominic Stream. RR Red tries to get underway, and at the back, the trailer is the Gift from Haven. They run now to the final quarter of a mile, and on the outside, Mechanic's Finest puts ahead in front. Sonido comes off cover 3 wide. Papacho boxes on toward the rail. These 3 to settle the score after a 23-second opening quarter time. Sonido's up for the lead now and begins to move away. Back to second is Papacho, then Mechanic's Finest. Back fourth is Dominic Stream, but through the final furlong, Sonido is fleeing the scene. Sonido moving clear to win easily for trainer Victor Barboza Jr. by 4-5. Mechanic's Finest second, Papacho third, Dominic Stream fourth in 59-4.
Number 4, Sonido runs away from the field. Lionel Reyes in the saddle. Victor Barbosa, the trainer, owned by David Fernandez. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. The third race is 1 mile on the main track, an allowance optional claiming with a purse of $44,000. 4 fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, or an optional claiming price of $35,000. Scratch the 3, Eminencia.
And they're off. Dad's Princess on the outside begins nicely. Bears Reflection and Amaluna come away with speed second and third. In between horses, here's Street Smoke moving to challenge. Street Smoke and on the outside, Dad's Princess are 1-2. Away in third is Bears Reflection. From the outside, Roll It Gal, and from the inside, it's Amaluna. Rispoli puts Dad's Princess on the engine here, leaves the chute with a length and a quarter lead over Street Smoke, who races in second with 6 furlongs to go. Then it's back to Bears Reflection. The odds-on choice is racing in third within 3.5 of the pace setters. Amaluna improves with an inside spot. At the back, Roll It Gal, but she's only about 4 lengths off the lead, and the lead is held by Dad's Princess. Carved a quarter in 24-3. Dad's Princess leads it by a length and a half. Street Smoke is there second. Bears Reflection is now third. Roll It Gal is fourth. Amaluna fifth and last with less than half a mile to go. 48-1 for the opening half mile, and on top, Dad's Princess continues to lead off the fence. Here's Street Smoke to take a shot. Street Smoke between horses and Bears Reflection out 3 deep. These 3 have put away the other 2, including Amaluna and Roll It Gal, with 5/16 to go. Street Smoke and Trujillo doing the better work of the 3 at this point in time. Dad's Princess tries to fight on from second. Bears Reflection 3 wide. Amaluna now throws her hat into the ring as they run to the top of the stretch. 3/4, 112 flat. They're into the drive. Still many chances here. Bears Reflection on the outside. Dad's Princess and Amaluna's up the rail. Here's Amaluna to try to take on Bears Reflection. Bears Reflection has the lead, but Amaluna has momentum. Amaluna riding the rail to victory. Amaluna and Gerardo Corrales prevail. Bears Reflection second. Dad's Princess third. Street Smoke fourth. Then Roll It Gal in 137-4.
Number 1, Amaluna goes up the rail. Gerardo Corrales in the saddle, trained by Aubrey Mirage and owned by Roger Moore, paid $14.20 to win. Race number 4 is 7 furlongs on the main track, a maiden race with a purse of $42,000 for 3-year-olds and up. There are no scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're off. Legacy Dansour begins nicely. One Fine Ride comes on to put a head into second, with Made of Steel moving to the lead. It's Made of Steel out of the chute in front, down to the inside. Who's Jack is now second. One Fine Ride and Legacy Dansour together third and fourth. On hold from fifth is Kamsa Fu, a half length in front of Kiddo. They're followed by Bailey's Greatness and 3 lengths to the trailer, Hope Town. They run down the backstretch and they go to the half-mile pole. And on top, it's Made of Steel and Lionel Reyes, 3 parts of a length. Trying to keep up second is Who's Jack. Length and a half to One Fine Ride, tripped along by Leva to stay close while third. Then Kamsa Fu. Legacy Dansour has called it an afternoon, passed by Bailey's Greatness, 3 better than Kiddo. And Hope Town continues to trail, strung out over 20 lengths with 3 furlongs to go. It's Made of Steel continuing to show the way. Leads it by a length and a half. Who's Jack? Comes off cover and is asked to quick in second. One Fine Ride is in a full out drive from third. About 6 or 7 to Bailey's Greatness. Then Kamsa Fu with a quarter of a mile to go. Pace has been fast. 44-2 for the opening half mile. Made of Steel still has the lead. From second, it's Who's Jack, 4 better than One Fine Ride, then Bailey's Greatness. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Made of Steel trying to see this through. 3/4 in 9-4. Made of Steel still there. Who's Jack begins to get to him in the concluding stages. Who's Jack coming on now to take the lead. Who's Jack? He's the winner. Made of Steel with a rock-solid effort to be second. Bailey's Greatness third. One Fine Ride fourth. Then Kamsa Fu in 124 flat.
Number 2, Who's Jack wins the 4th race, piloted to victory by Matt Rispoli, owned and trained by Gary Jackson. The 5th race is 5 furlongs on the turf, and allowance optional claiming with a purse of $43,000 for 3-year-olds and up.
And they're off. From the outside, 5 Wars gets the best start. From the center, Little Baker is showing speed. Super See Me not far away. And Trev is punching forward in the black and pink, with Besame back racing 5th. Followed outside by Fear the Falcon. Then comes Kokomo Wildcat and the Sun Wind. Out wide, Mongolian Sunday with Let's Be Frank. They all chase 25-1 proposition. 5 Wars into the far turn. Nunez and 5 Wars keyed up on a 2-length lead. Trev is there second. It's a stretch of 3 to Super See Me and Little Baker third and fourth. Besame Besame rides the rail from 5th, followed by Fear the Falcon, then Kokomo Wildcat. The Sunwind is favored here at 2-1 and is still last with less than a quarter of a mile to go. They went 21-1 for the opening quarter. 5 Wars confronted by Trev. On the outside, Little Baker coming on. Fear the Falcon grandstand side, and Super See Me rolls at the rail. Now taking the lead is Little Baker. Trev tries to stay with him second. Then Besame, who shakes loose late. On the outside is Fear the Falcon. The winner is Little Baker by a length and a quarter. Second is Trev. Third is Fear the Falcon. Then Besame. The Sunwind might have got up to complete your high five in 54-4.
Number 6, Little Baker wins over the number 2, Trev, making it a Zadie Exacta. The winning jockey was Jesus Rios, winning trader Ralph Zadie, owned by Theodore Miserak Jr. and Robin Miserak. Race number 6 is 6 furlongs on the main track, a claiming race with a purse of $15,000 for 3-year-olds and up.
And they're off. Slow beginning for Rancho. Quick beginning on the outside for Potachan, but then he was throwing his head about, lost his action for a couple of strides, and is now back third. The favorite's now 1-2. Duncan Bend emerges on top of Right On Ready in second, 4 better than Potachan in third. Then to the inside, Cupid's Hit is away racing in fourth, 2 lengths in front of Coal Miner, who's mid-flight with pace to chase past the half-mile pole. It's a stretch of 3 to Rancho, then comes Small Token and Help a Rye, and the early trailer here is Brave Titan. They run around the far turn. They win a quarter in 22-1. And up top, it's Duncan Bend with a 3-length lead on Right On Ready second. These two continue to dominate. They've opened 6 or 7 now on a retreating Potachan with Cupid's Hit improving. Coal Miner's trying to get underway, but he's more than 10 lengths down with less than a quarter of a mile to go. 44-4 for the opening half mile. The two favorites are still first and second, and Duncan Bend continues to lead. Right On Ready now asked to get after him, second by Cornelio Velasquez, but Duncan Bend is still clear. Right On Ready is trying, but his best is not good enough. Up the inside, here's Rancho with the late run. He might get second, but the winner is Duncan Bend. Duncan Bend sharp and 3.5 in front. Rancho second, Right On Ready third, then Coal Miner and Help a Rye in 110-3.
Number 2, Duncan Bend, wins in the rematch. Emmy Sale Jaramillo aboard, Gilberto Serpa the trainer, and owned by Giuseppe Brandonicio. Let's take a break. We'll be back after these words.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Race number 7 is 7.5 furlongs on the turf, a claiming race with a purse of $16,000 for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the main track onlys at 13, 14, and 15.
And they're off. Lemon Royal was off a step slow. From the rail, Gelfenstein begins the best and goes looking for the lead. Britannia's Mode is showing speed in the center, and we're emerging on top. Sugar Dandy in the run to the first turn. Sugar Dandy sent 4 wide, saving ground as Gelfenstein. Then from between them, Persian Poet. Britannia's Mode backs off the early skirmish to race in fourth, a length better than Paparazzi in fifth. Then down to the inside goes Partagas Way in front of Rockstar Cowboy. It's a gap of a length and a half to the team of Burning Wild, Shape of My Heart, and Little Awesome, who's parked 3 wide. Lemon Royal is next, and now improving between horses, Malibu's Most Wanted. Down the backstretch they go. They're paired off up top. With the lead, it's Sugar Dandy with Gelfenstein right with him. They're 2.5 clear of the team of Britannia's Mode and Persian Poet. They've opened 3 on Paparazzi. It's another 3.5 to the inside Partagas Way with Lemon Royal. 5 wide around the far turn, Malibu's Most Wanted, trying to keep his spot, Shape of My Heart. Then Rockstar Cowboy as they run around the far turn. Opening quarter sharp, 22-2. Half mile fast, 44-3. Pace of plenty up top. Gelfenstein puts away Sugar Dandy. The back markers are coming. Lemon Royal and Partagas Way both need room. Also needing room is Burning Wild. He's trying to find a seam toward the outside as they run to the top of the stretch. Gulfstream cuts the corner and tries to hold firm after 3/4 and 109-1. Britannia's Mode and Lemon Royal second and third. Then back to the inside goes Persian Poet, but inside the final 16th, Gulfstream's almost there, and he'll get there. Big run today from Gulfstream to win it. Drifting in second was Lemon Royal in front of Britannia's Mode third. Then Persian Poet. Photo for fifth includes Burning Wild and Partagas Way in 128-3.
Number 1, Gelfenstein gets the job done. That makes it 2 in a row for jockey Emisael Jaramillo. Also the second for trainer Gilberto Zerpa, this one owned by Gelfenstein Farm. Race number 8 is 6 furlongs on the main track, a maiden claiming with a purse of $14,000 for 3-year-olds and up.
And they're off. All Night Affair begins nicely on the outside. Che Carrito moves up to challenge and toward the rail. Dramatic Entry is offensive-minded. Dramatic Entry and John Cruz take the lead. Up into second now is Nacho Giant with Blinded by the Truth racing in third. Then to the inside goes Private Safe. It's 2 lengths to Che Carrito with All Night Affair. On the outside goes Focus Pocus with High Mischief in that top flight of horses. It's a stretch of another 2 lengths back to the inside, Dreamin' of DeWild. And at the back, Remarkable Tale. They swing around the far turn. Dramatic Entry loose up top on a 2-length lead. Into second goes El Shaddai. Down to the inside, Private Safe is third. Asked to quicken from fourth is Nacho Giant. Che Carrito is not firing his best shot yet with All Night Affair, improving a couple spots. First timer Mischief Boy is in the hunt with a 1/4 mile left to go. On top, Dramatic Entry gets a crack on the shoulder to re-break and has the lead by 2. Private Safe and El Shaddai second and third. Off the fence, here comes All Night Affair. Cutting the corner next goes Mischief Boy. Into the clear and down the outside, a late run from Very Tricky. Many chances, Dramatic Entry holding firm. Very Tricky on the outside, and from far back, Remarkable Tale. Dramatic Entry 2-length lead. Very Tricky's up into second. Dramatic Entry start to finish. Very Tricky second. Up third was Remarkable Tale, then All Night Affair. Close for fifth, either Mischief Boy or Che Carrito at 112-4.
Number 1, Dramatic Entry gets it done with the second win today for jockey John Cruz, trained by John Vincent, owned by Robert D. Gibson, paid $15.40 to win. The feature race is race number 9. It's 1 mile and a 16th on the turf, the 49er Stakes for 3-year-olds which have never won a sweepstakes. Scratch the 2, Telling Tony.
They're off in the 49er Stakes. From the inside, Keystone for Victory commences nicely. From the far outside, Titanium Heart is trying to get over. In between horses, it's Forced Motion alongside Donation, and Fleming is not far away. Tis a Runner rides the rear well in a bit tight, only 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's back to McGeeve, and toward his outside goes Fast Fire. At the back of the pack early, the early trailer is at the back, El Cyclone is the trailer. They run around the first turn. Keystone for Victory, 3 parts of a length. Racing second is Force Motion well in the 2-path. Titanium Heart is a 3-wide third. Racing from fourth is Fleming, 1.5 lengths in front of Tis a Runner, then Donation. It's 1.5 lengths to McGee, followed second last by Fast Fire, and El Cyclone is last. Down the backstretch they go. No change in proceedings after a 23-2 opening quarter time. Rafael Hernandez and Keystone for Victory call the shots by a half. Force Motion is second. On the outside and third is Titanium Heart. Fleming is held up for Panici. No place to work with yet. 1.5 lengths in front of Donation. Then Tis a Runner. And the stablemates from the Phil Gleaves barn are next. McGeeve and Fast Fire. El Cyclone continues last after a 46 4/2 mile. Keystone for Victory, trying to do it every step. Leads at 3 parts of a length. Here's Donation 4 wide, working off the fence now is Fleming. Tis a Runner's trying to figure out which way he wants to go, with McGeeve looking like he'll circle wide as well. Then it's Fast Fire and El Cyclone after 3/4 and 1:10-2. Keystone for Victory, shaken up for the drive. Tis a Runner's into the clear, and so too is Fleming. Down the outside, Donation. There's a furlong left to go. Hernandez gets busy on Keystone for Victory, and victory he has indeed. Keystone for Victory for the Ramseys to win it by 3. Tis a Runner second in front of Fleming third, then McGee fourth in front of Donation, who completes the high five in 1:40 flat.
Number 4, Keystone for Victory wins the 49er. Piloted to victory by Rafael Hernandez, trained by Mike Maker, and owned by Ken and Sarah Ramsey. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after these words.
next January. 12 horses, $1 million buy-in for a $12 million purse. It is the world's richest race. It is the Pegasus World Cup.
Race number 10 is 1 mile on the main track, a claiming race with a purse of $15,000 for 3-year-olds and up.
And they're off. From the outside, Tis Time Is Now, and from the center, Double Judge is away well. Veteran Double Judge and Gary Bain on the offensive early. They'll take the lead as they run out of the 1 mile chute. Joining him from the inside is Donegal Hall. From the outside, it's Better Man. These three are quickest, while Double Judge is being encouraged to maintain control. From fourth is Tis Time Is Now, stretch of 3 to Storm Warnings. Then comes the team of Wildcat Kitten, Street Rage, and Keyed Cache. And Palatine Hill, uncustomed position for him. He's at the back of the pack today as they run down the backstretch. Double Judge given no quarter here by Donegal Hall, who keeps him honest while second. They've opened 4 on long shot, Better Man third. Tis Time Is Now is on the chase from fourth. Wildcat Kitten and Street Rage try to get underway. And then on the outside goes Keyed Cache. Palatine Hill is still last. Double Judge still first. Moving to the far turn after a 45-3 opening half mile. Double Judge calling on all his back class to maintain the lead. Donegal Hall right alongside. These two have gone fast, and they're better than 6 in front of Street Rage, who improves inside of Tis Time Is Now, followed by Wildcat Kitten and Storm Warnings, and they run to the top of the stretch. There's a 1/4 mile left to go. Double Judge still there. Still second, Donegal Hall. There's throat latch to throat latch after 3/4 and 1:10-3. Now Street Rage begins to hit his best stride here for Camacho. Far outside, late run from Wildcat Kitten, and in between them comes Storm Warnings. Through the final furlong, Street Rage getting to the front. Wildcat Kitten on the outside. Gary Jackson now 1-2. Wildcat Kitten sweeping to the lead. Wildcat Kitten the winner. It's going to be Storm Warnings who gets second. Close then for third, either Donegal Hall or Street Rage in 1:38-2.
Number 2, Wildcat Kitten wins the 10th race, ridden by Manny Aguilar. Trained by Gary Jackson for his second one today. This one owned by Gary Jackson and M&G Stables. Race number 11 is 7.5 furlongs on the turf, and maiden claiming with a purse of $15,000 for 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the 5, Jonathan 22, and the also eligibles 13, 14, 15, and 16.
And runners away. Big Money Machine was off a step slow. From the rail, that's Bladesmith, who begins nicely. In the center goes Street Brilliant away with speed. Mongolian Party is not far away, and trying to get over is the favorite Toro de Oro as they run into that first turn. On top, it's Bladesmith by a length and a quarter. Working between horses, Leroy's Image alongside Mongolian Party. Spun out 4 wide is Street Brilliant. Toro de Oro at this point is 5 wide, while not happy about it. Between horses, Gunther Brothers then looking over us, who's down toward the inside. On hold mid-flight is Big Money Machine with Got 'Em. Out wide on the course, Baby Drama with Triple Serious as they run down the backstretch. On top here, the leader continues to be Bladesmith, who has the lead by a neck. Leroy's Image is there second. Mongolian Party is third. On the outside and going fourth is Street Brilliant. Then it's a length back to Toro de Oro. Looks like the rider's having some trouble with his irons on number 12, Baby Drama. Indeed he is. He's out of the irons on the 12. Riding the rail looking over us. Then in between horses, Gunther Brothers with Triple Serious and Big Money Machine. Around the far turn with the lead, it's still Bladesmith by a neck. Toro de Oro is poised 3 wide. Leroy's Image between horses. Suddenly these 3 have opened 5 on looking over us, who rallies to be fourth. Fifth is Big Money Machine as they run to the top of the stretch. The 12 is still in the race here. Baby Drama with no irons for a slice as they turn for home. Toro de Oro just took the lead. Leroy's Image tries to stay on second. Big Money Machine is finishing with big time energy. Shifting ground though inside the final furlong. Toro de Oro trying to put away the tough rival, Leroy's Image. Meanwhile, Big Money Machine comes back to the outside and he's in time. Big Money Machine and Richard Mitchell shifted course to the outside and got up to win it. Close for second, either Leroy's Image or Toro de Oro in 1:32 flat.
Number 2, Big Money Machine wins the finale, ridden to victory by Richard Mitchell, trained by Rohan Crichton and owned by Span Investments and Rohan Crichton. In the late pick 5, 5 of 5 paid $3,099.35. 4 of 5 paid $28.55. Super High 5 combination 23917 paid $16,129.40. In the pick 6, 6 of 6 paid $3,988.52. There's a carryover into tomorrow of $41,747.23. That's it for today. We'll see you back tomorrow for 10 races on Sunday. Post time at 1:15.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.